Aquarius, let's start with your reading. Today, we are going to look into the energies around you at the moment, and then we will focus on the events coming up for you in the next 12 months. Let's start from your main energy. Okay, this is a good message. Today, we start with the end of a tough cycle approaches. And right here, I'm definitely seeing, Aquarius, that you have been going through a lot. You might have experienced some setbacks lately, and this is something that maybe has started to become very heavy on you. When you start going from fire to fire, trying to put them out and fix a situation after the other, all of a sudden you realize that you're not living anymore. You are surviving. And right here, you are starting to get back to a place where you can finally live again, where you can finally focus on happiness instead of focusing on survival. And as you see here, that moment, that time is actually coming up for you because this tough cycle that you have been going through is finally coming to an end. And with every ending, we have a new beginning. And so let's see what this message is going to be about for you. Let's start with your reading. Oh, I can see it right away, Aquarius. It's definitely clear. Yep, I knew it. Okay. All right, here we have it. Death, rebirth. Whatever it is that you're going through, Aquarius, please don't give up, because you are at the end of it. And what comes after this, it's going to be an adventure. It's going to be completely different, and we'll look into it. First of all, we see the Two of Cups, the Five of Cups, and we see immediately that you are experiencing some tough time right now, perhaps just a bump in the road, but I can already tell you right away that whatever this is, it's temporary, and it's going to soon leave room for something that might be even better than what you initially imagined. You are, in fact, on a journey that you are not fully aware about. This is something that has started a long time ago, and that with the end of this year, it's starting to truly reveal itself. You'll see. It feels like what you're about to experience is the conclusion, in fact, of many different situations that didn't work out for you and that perhaps you never got real closure from. People that have maybe taken advantage of you, or people who left, not caring about the consequences of their actions on you. Right here, we see exactly that. We see something that was beautiful and something you invested into, that you believed into, and that at the end of the day, transformed into some sort of disappointment for you. And I'm sure that it wasn't easy for you at the time. But things are changing, tables are turning, and soon, what was a setback will turn out to be your reason for happiness and for success. I just get the sense right here that someone has your back, whether it's someone that you know or just the universe having your back right now. And overall, look at this. Justice is about to happen into your life. And this is exactly what was missing, especially in the past few months. And right here, I cannot help but feeling multiple endings. And usually that means that you are undergoing a major shift, a major transformation, which in this case will really set you up for unexpected events and opportunities come the new year. And this comes also with an overall sense of easiness that clearly right now you're not experiencing at all. Sometimes when someone works so hard for things without seeing the expected results, and instead they just keep experiencing setback after setback, they might decide to give up and just think, you know what, this isn't for me. I'm not supposed to even be happy. This is just what it is. That's all. But now you, Aquarius, you really have a go-getter energy and mindset. And soon this energy of yours will be rewarded. And I see here everyone who tried to bring you down, especially with justice, will find themselves watching you rise like a star. Oh, I love this message for you. Now, we see here something, this is probably where the hurt really lies. And we see something that you felt perfect for you. Everything was great on paper, and it felt as if you were destined for this, you know? And all of a sudden, we transition into this Two of Swords. Someone is having doubts. Someone is changing. And everything that you felt as something secure, safe, and stable turned out to be instead something dangerous that you needed to protect yourself from. And, you know, when these awakenings happen, when these shifts in situation that we perceive as stable happen, it really can take a toll on us. And right here, I'm seeing that because of that as well, you have started second guessing yourself in general, but especially for something that you are thinking about right now. There is something here that you are wanting to do with this Page of Pentacles. Maybe even something you want to say, but you're afraid that the situation might blow up on you. Afraid perhaps to become too transparent or to end up with the opposite of what you're trying to achieve right now. Maybe you just have something to get off your chest, you know, or something that you want to go for, a move you want to make which feels risky, and you just think, you know, now it's not the best time. But when is the best, perfect time, Aquarius? Never. At some point, you just need to decide to take that leap of faith and see where it takes you. Also, just so you know, you currently have Venus in your house of reputation, and it's going to connect with Jupiter and then with Saturn. And that means that whatever you're going to do now, it's going to have a long-lasting impact on your future events. And it's going to have a long-lasting impact on people's minds. That's why we're seeing justice as well. I just feel that you are truly set up for success right now. Everything you touch turns to gold. You might not see it because obviously when you have an impact on someone, some people might show it to you depending on how they react to it. Some people might be hiding it instead. But it doesn't matter. Things are happening whether you see them or not. Right now, feel free to take the risk to make that bold move because the current energies and overall setup are allowing you to move and not fail. Say what you wanted to say. Take that risk. Make that move and think long term because this is something that will last at least for the next 12 months. Also, the advice here is for you to put yourself out there and be visible for people because some of the incoming opportunities especially are going to form in social environments. Physical, digital, doesn't matter. Just put yourself out there visible because this window won't stay open for too long. Now, Aquarius, wow, the world, this is what I want to see. Look at this. Oh my God. This is amazing. And let's not forget the Page of Cups here. We will look at it in a second. But start getting ready for closure after closure after closure. It feels like every single thing or every single person who has wounded you in the past, now they're all in line in front of you. And you're walking from one to the other, telling them what you wanted to tell them and getting closure after closure. This is definitely a beautiful type of energy. You know, it can actually happen physically. But overall, energetically, you are getting this. And this is such a reward. It's going to free you up from any potential hurt that you were still carrying with yourself, you know? Right here, in other words, I see a time of redemption, which is determining a major turning point for you. What you have here is you arriving to the peak of the mountain, from which you'll be able to see exactly what you're leaving behind. And also you'll be able to see what's coming next for you in terms of opportunities and possibilities. This is going to be such a beautiful moment for you. So liberating, which will set the tone for everything that you're going to experience in the next 12 months. Right here with Page of Cups, there is something unexpected that it's bringing happiness. The Page of Cups talks about the impossible that becomes possible when pigs fly. And so right here is something that maybe you were afraid to do. You're afraid to take a risk towards. It's actually happening, and it's way more successful for you than you expected. Page of Cups, Knight of Cups, the Tower. Listen, this is major transformation, and I know that it's going to make you happy because you went through a lot. So let's see what's coming to you in the next 12 months. I want to focus on that. You have here something very special, and for some reason, these endings are creating new beginnings right away for you. Letting go of something in order to make room for something else, for something better, what we see with Death Rebirth. Chances are that by the end of next year, you won't be even able to recognize yourself and as you were at the beginning of the year now. So let's look into what's coming towards you, what that peak of the mountain will mean to you in terms of events and messages. And then let's see what the main events for the next 12 months are going to be for you. Now that finally you have climbed the mountain and let go of everything and everyone who just didn't deserve you and who didn't deserve to be in your life. All I can say is that it's all downhill from here for you, Aquarius. So let's look into the details of the incoming events. If you want to dive deeper into the messages, Aquarius, just follow me in the extended reading link below in the description box. Also, don't forget that every single week, even throughout the holidays, I select people who have watched the extended video to offer them a 100% free personal 30-minute live reading. I send out emails every Monday morning. Make sure to check out your spam folder as well. Now, stay tuned for the extended preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your extended reading, Aquarius. The bridging energy taking us from this current situation to the future events is the Ace of Wands. And this is where things are starting to get exciting. And I mean that literally, because what you have here is passion, is something that comes your way, which was unexpected, and overall is representing some sort of good news. This card right here, this energy right here brings movement. Physically, emotionally, we will see. But this is the start of something long-term and something that brings you passion, makes you really much motivated. Because, you know, one of the issues that I've seen at the beginning with the first message is that by always focusing on going from fire to fire, putting them out, you lose motivation and you start not dreaming anymore, not making plans anymore. And that is exactly where you do not want to be and exactly where you're not going to be. So what is this new beginning? Let's first of all clarify this Page of Cups coming your way, which is bringing a Tower moment. What is this about? And then we'll keep going, clarifying these beautiful cards. You got the Sun, the World, the Star, the Magician, and the Ace of Wands. We have a lot to clarify. Let's start though with the Page of Cups and the Tower. Oh my God. If there was a missing major arcana from this reading, it was exactly this, the Hierophant. And the Tower again, all right. Wow. Someone is coming out of the dark. And this is going to be such a major surprise for you. First of all, what we're seeing is this